Morning, morning, guys. I'm not totally sure if I'm going to keep looking at TLGT, but we'll talk about that in a second. We're starting a little bit earlier here, around 15 minutes before we usually start, because most likely TOS will stop working today after the market opens. So we'll see if we can get any more trades in. First of all, guys, welcome back. Welcome to the live stream. We first review the watch list, then we trade the market open every day. Hope everyone's feeling good, ready to go. I'm definitely not 100%. You know, I'm still a little irritated from the last 2 days, and my eye still hurts a little bit. And then I had to restart TOS after getting the issue. In the video description below, I left a link to the Nmtr image that I posted. So if you guys see these issues or these kind of error messages, there's a good chance that TOS is going to be down. So I don't know if it's like what it is. Maybe it's just poor trading, but I'm down about 180 on TLGT this morning. Not really the worst, not the best. I was up, which makes it worse is I was literally up on this one like 80 bucks like 6 trades ago. So I made a few losses in a row. I don't know, didn't get the right read on it. A few of the trades I was up green on, and then just I don't know. I think also a bigger issue was I just used bigger position size. So actually none of the losses were really that bad. But I think on almost all the trades I had about $3,000 position sizes, sometimes even more. So, you know, just a quick little 3%, you know, pullback, you know, I'm already down over 100, around 100 bucks. So that was probably a little bit too aggressive pre-market trading for me. Oh well, let's kind of wrap up the housekeeping here, and then let's dive into the watch list. So today, after all, is Wednesday. It's typically a hotter day of the week, but let's see how we go, because right now the lead gappers are a little bit iffy, I gotta say. It's the 19th of August, and it's 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got another 15 minutes. Actually, that's not true. We got 30 minutes before the market opens at 9:30, and we'll wrap up trading. We'll see. I might wrap it up today a little bit earlier if TOS does not work. That way I can maybe just rest a little bit longer. I think I just need more shut-eye time with my eye right now, but I don't know. So we'll see how it goes. If it's a hot day, I would love to continue. I'd love to keep trading. But again, you got to trade what's in front of you. And the last 2 days, not a lot was in front of us. Little reminder, guys, this is for education and entertainment purposes only. Please do not follow my trades. They are quick and not meant to be followed. Always know yourself while you're entering and exiting a stock. It's so super important. This community is a place for us to help each other. Please, guys, do not spam or you'll be put in timeout or kicked. Check out the video description below. A bunch of FAQs down there for you guys. And let's get into the watch list here, because BDR, one of our lead gappers, the only one I'm profitable with, BDR, is, you know, making some little moves here. Again, it's stuck under VWAP quite a bit. 30% pulled back from the pre-market highs. It actually pulled back much more than that earlier, about 46-50% from pre-market highs. That to me was a huge red flag. Another red flag is I don't know what their catalyst is. I don't know if you guys know what their catalyst is, but I have yet to find what BDR's catalyst is. That's a bit weird. Usually I'll see it down here, I'll see it on FinViz, I'll see it somewhere, but I have yet to find out why BDR is gapping up. It has pretty decent relative volume today on the 4-hour, you can see that. 3 million float, that's pretty nice, US communication equipment company. So it would check all the boxes, but the catalyst, the missing catalyst, is like, it's an unusually big red flag. So we'll see where we take it. Right now we're at about 1.5, so we're back in this area. There's some decent resistance here. If we can break through this, I would love to see this start trending back higher, but we'll see how it goes. It's definitely making a bit of an attempt. Nmtr, this is a buyout, that's why it's up. We're not going to be trading it. HUD has a pretty big takeover. So I don't think we're going to be trading this one. LITB, light in the box, 76 million float, quarterly 2 results, Chinese internet retail company. You know, this is a company that we've been trading since, I feel like, the dawn of time, light in the box. It's just I remember back in like 2013 or 2014, I was trading this one. It's, I don't know, it tends to pull off. I'm not sure if I'm going to be trading it. It did have a nice reversal here around 7. This was a pretty wicked run, 28%. A lot of nice pullbacks here. I had several limit orders on this one. I never got executed. I was always a little bit too careful. Kind of unfortunate, but this move was kind of unprecedented. I wasn't really ready for this, especially after we just kind of seen this thing pulling back. I was quite surprised to see this even pull above VWAP. I'm not sure if I'm going to be trading light in the box. So it's a bit of a weird morning. And then we have TLGT, 5 million float, quarterly results, U.S. drug manufacturing company. And here you guys can see, you know, on the daily chart, you know, this thing has been continuously pulling off, and now we're kind of in a pretty big resistance zone with the 180-day moving average right here. I was kind of thinking there's going to be huge resistance, and I only wanted to be buying dips on this one, which at first worked really, really well. I got some really nice dips here. I got a dip here, and then I think I think my 3rd or 4th dip is where my kind of luck ended a little bit, and that's because, where was it? I think it was after one of these. I had a restart TOS. I got the error message, and then I was all over the place. I totally lost my groove after that. And then I made a few mistakes down here and gave back quite a bit of profit, and then ended in the red. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't really want to put the pedal to the metal right now, because I'm clearly not, you know, in the groove where I should be doing that. If we could start building back into the green, and I feel a little bit more confident about what I'm trading, especially like BDR, I would like to, you know, throw on some bigger size. But for now, let's get back in the saddle here a little bit. Let's take some base hits. Let's get green, and then go from there. For day trading, do I only buy and sell low price stocks? Yeah, not necessarily low price, but yeah, between $2 and $7 is really my target. Looking for small caps that are quick movers. Sorry, ESE. Oh yeah, this one actually doesn't look too shabby at all. Looks like we had a decent little trade on this one not too long ago. Needs to break above 2. We have huge resistance there too. Why is this one up? Let's see. Got a lot of views. Not sure. So if they closed roughly at 135 yesterday, they were up 60%, and then they gave back about 20. Let's see if they hold their highs here. U.S. entertainment company with a 5.5 million float. I wouldn't be surprised if this company was trying to get a buyout. I think that's probably the way they're going to probably try to go. Big resistance above. A lot of failed spikes. They had a big offering here, common offering. I don't really see this catalyst holding up much, to be honest. Especially with that recent news. I don't know, Corey. I've already been getting some sketchy errors with TOS, so let's see what happens. There's definitely big support on AESE around 1.55. Yeah, big question here. Can BDR finally get back above VWAP and hold this area? 1.6 is the big resistance zone. We'd like to see it crack back above. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bigger 5-minute candles in a row now. There's a little bit of volume coming in here. Not too bad. If anyone figures out why BDR is up today, I'd be definitely drop it in the chat. I would love to figure it out. Nice, Steven. Thanks for the update. G 20 minutes till TOS crashing. Yeah, it's a bit depressing, huh? So far, BDR is probably the most interesting pick at the moment. I gotta say, it's quite unfortunate the fact that I'm not even sure what the catalyst is about it. So again, if you guys see a catalyst, definitely drop it in the chat. Multiple transactions by VP. In desperation, I went to StockTwits, see what people are saying about BDR, and it looks like a lot of people are asking why is this one up. So someone said after appointing new director. That's really not a reason for this thing to run so much. This thing's probably just being pumped right now in some chat rooms. I would be very careful, guys. BDR, I'm sure there's going to be some sort of offering, or the news on it is so unattractive. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure about that, Anthony. Possibly. BDR division. Right now it's on its 6th candle. BDR, that's ridiculous. I'm just kind of keeping my eyes on some other tickers just in case. BDR might be some pretty interesting continued pre-market action here. Nice little run up for sure. Let's check out what my TLGT stock was doing. This one pretty much dried up with volume. Not really what you'd want to be seeing. Appreciate it, Mick. Happy to have you here as well. So this was the critical zone with BDR between 1.5 and 1.6. Next major point of resistance might be around here at a 175. Looks like that's kind of the area we're touching right now. And then we got $2 as a interesting kind of point of reference as well. Here you can see the 1.9 kind of $2 zone we've been playing around with. It's like 179 area. HUD was a buyout, so this one's not going to be moving. Pretty much BDR is the main ticker I'd be watching out of the gates, which is a little not too great in terms of what I would want to be watching. First bigger pullback on BDR on the 5-minute. I hope so too. Thanks, Michael, and welcome to the channel, man. I have not looked at SRNE yet. Some recent big bounces off of 10, huh? That would have been a great spot to snag a little limit order. There's going to be huge resistance around 12 on SRNE. I don't really see this one going past 1250, let's say. Not a lot of volume. Even with the best catalyst, I'm not sure how much this one can move. Just because it's had a really, really strong run, basically, you know, up over 10 times from the lows here. So it's not really a ticker I'm too excited about, SRNE. Ryan, UPS guy, was there. Those UPS guys, they know exactly when the market starts, and that's when they ring the doors. I feel like I have only horror experiences. BDR selling off here. 161, quick pullback. Maybe something worth dip buying in the 50s. $160 acting as a bit of support for now. I'm not sure about Robinhood. Am I taking a position with BDR? I've done one trade on BDR today, but I'm not sure. I would probably like to trade this one out of the gates. I'm really, really nervous about what's going to happen with TOS, though. I got my phone ready to go. Actually, let me get the app open as well, and then put my so it doesn't close. So that way, if we need to, I'm going to use my phone for some trading. This is gonna be probably a little hectic here. Unlimited. Quick pullback, BDR, right to VWAP, quick bounce off of that. Doesn't look like there's an option to have my phone on just the whole time. Where's that focus mode? What is focus mode? No, that's the opposite. All right, well. Go to display and turn off auto lock. Let me see this. I'm using a Samsung. I don't know if that's different. Smart view. I got auto rotate. I don't see auto lock though. Quick share. Ah, display. Gotcha. Settings. Display. Nice. Okay, I think I got it. It says screen timeout. Are they sure? All right, guys. Another 7 minutes here till the market opens. Oh boy. Bit of a pullback here on BDR. Congrats to anyone that got that nice little bounce here off of VWAP. That was something we were talking about. Didn't really bounce too much, but you know, could have been a little bit of a snag for sure. Right now, it looks like we're on the backside of this nice front side move, so just keep that in mind. We are right now under the 15-minute EMA. Avco. Oh yeah, there we go. G, BP, and CAD. No, I don't have any thoughts on those. We can maybe look at them later if TOS is working. AVCO. AVCO is has a 27 million float U.S. medical care facility company, 135 million market cap. They got a catalyst out, commercialization distribution agreement with Celix coronavirus antibody testing kit. Nice, Corey. Nice work on that. Market SPY is down, is up 0.14%. BTC is down a little bit, about 1%. Nice, Corey. That's a nice way to wrap it up for the day. BDR, quick little pullback here. Still selling off. Quite a mean little sell-off here, I gotta say. Hit all the way to 52. Got another 3 minutes before the market opens, 3.5 minutes. Probably no way I'd want to take any trades that are overly aggressive, to be honest. Red to green moves are some of my favorite trades, and I'm too nervous to kind of do them today, which is a little bit unfortunate. Maybe small size, if anything. I got my phone ready to go to cancel any trades. Nice bounce off of 2 here. Little 4% pop. Morning, Satoshi. Thanks, Lee. Watching BDR on my second screen and AVCO on my first screen. I'm not usually the biggest fan of trading these late poppers. I tend to kind of miss them a little bit, so we'll see how I want to trade this one. Bigger resistance right around here at 2, support and resistance, and then 2.5 is a big zone. So we'll see how this one goes. Nice bounce off of 2 though, for sure. Yeah, the bracket trades, I've actually done that before. I'm not the biggest fan of day trading with them because sometimes I just trip over myself and place too many orders. But that's true, yeah. Bracket trades is definitely a way to go. Using the templates and then doing the brackets. It's not a bad idea. BDR, possible red to green move if we see something in the 40s. That would be a quick crack and then a quick pullback. But I think maybe 1.5 could act as a little bit of support, and then we could rip past 1.6. That's would be what I'd be looking at. 3 million float, so it has that spike ability. Nice, Ryan. Sweet. All right, guys. Good luck, everyone. Another 11 seconds here till the market opens. BDR ripping through the gates right now, looking pretty healthy. Nice break of 1.6. Sweet. TOS is still working. I have no trades. Actually, TOS is somewhat smooth right now. I'm just kind of not touching anything. AVCO, big resistance right on 196, actually big support. Wow, look at BDR absolutely ripping it here. So it broke that 1.6 zone and just kept on flying. I did not touch anything out of the gates. I was kind of expecting TOS to crash here. Still could crash. Last time it crashed was like on minute 3 or so. Phew! BDR is flying. Hit a high of 209. That's a new pre-market high, or that's just a new high of day. Oh, you guys are saying TOS is down for some of you guys? Oh no, that's really not what I want to hear. No, TOS is crashing. Okay, here it is. That's so unfortunate. Right now, yeah, it looks like mine might be down as well. I actually want to pick some AVCO up. Maybe I'll do a little trading with my phone. Mel, I'm glad I yellowed. My TOS is still working. Right now we're on the 3rd minute since the market opened. I still have made no trades after the market opened. So I'm just kind of letting things do their thing. I mean, this is kind of weird that it's working for me, but not for you guys right now. It's still kind of depressing just to watch a bunch of stuff and not jump on it. So I'm kind of just sitting here. Don't change the ticker. Don't change tickers. Okay, yeah. I actually remember the ticker issue is a common issue where the first 5 minutes sometimes of the market open, if you try to switch tickers, it doesn't work. BDR, huge sellers popped up at 220 on the order book. That was a zone we were talking about pre-market already. Have a line drawn there perfectly. Okay, so some of you guys still at TOS is working. Possible BDR bounce off of 190 if we have a nice strong healthy pullback. Can you have a strong healthy pullback? I don't know. My voice is echoing back when I talk. That's not good. Oh, the right microphone is set up. I'm not sure why. I'll have to, let me think about that for a second. There's got to be a reason. Voice is fine, other people say. Okay, little. Thanks for the update, guys. This instant feedback here is pretty impressive. AVCO, guys, another sell-off here. Got to take profits quickly on this one. I wasn't really feeling like I would have wanted to buy a dip. Now it's 6 minutes now since the market opened. I'm feeling a little bit more confident that TOS will probably work. Usually those first 5-10 minutes is when everything stops working. Let's see where AVCO goes. Possible entry on AVCO at 87. BDR. See, AVCO has actually a pretty decent catalyst, but this one has tended to sell off quite a bit. Not sure why I didn't have a limit order waiting there for it. I was already hoping for an entry at 187 before it went there. Look at that. BDR had a perfect bounce off of 1.91. We called that one. Sweet, sweet stuff. I hope someone else got it. I did not enter BDR, unfortunately. Chucks. My phone vibrates when I have the TOS app open and I cancel an order. That was the weirdest thing. Wow, BDR, absolute ripper right now. Hit a new high of 237. Should have stuck with my guns there. Wanted that entry at 1.9. I don't know why I didn't go for it. I guess I was a little bit nervous with the overall BDR, no catalyst, and then TOS not working. I don't know. Don't want to make excuses, but shoulda, coulda, woulda, huh? $244 high. Woo, BDR is a beast. Congrats to everyone milking this puppy. Nice. Watch the airlines. What are they up to? Oh, actually, I don't know if I should change my thing right now. I'll check that out in a little bit. Airlines would actually be a good dip buy here at 1250 maybe. Profit taking on news. $9.40 here. AL is at 380. I just checked it on FinViz. It says 1260, but I guess FinViz probably hasn't updated yet. Thanks, Alex, man. Appreciate it. BDR, possible bounce off of 220. Well, the vibrating on the phone is a little bit obnoxious, I gotta say. Watching BDR around 215 or so, 217 maybe. Surprised this one was so strong. Definitely getting a little bit of FOMO because I missed it on that perfect pullback to 1.9. Ay, ay, ay. GRNQ. AVCO having another pullback here. Was looking for an entry on this one around 187 originally, and now we might actually have an opportunity for that. But I always like the first bounce. I don't like the second one, so I'm not sure if I would go for this one at the moment. BDR had another bull flag and pulling up again. Wow, absolutely ridiculous how strong that one is, I gotta say. A bit unfortunate so far, I've missed it. How come the ticker with no catalyst is flying the hardest? It's a bit of a weird situation. I'm gonna put an alert here, see if AVCO breaks around 1.86. BDR, guys, 2.6 high of day. Absolutely wicked. I was having a pretty good month up to this week, mainly because we haven't been able to trade this week at all. And then today, well, a little bit of too much pre-market trading, I guess, for me. Nmtr, one of the gappers, 68 million float US biotech with insider buying news, but hasn't really been able to hold. So I don't know, sub dollar. AESE finding some support down here at 150. This could be an interesting trade. Be right back, guys. Wow, BDR is literally at $3. Oh my lord. Jesus. I guess that 3 million float, guys, we love seeing those low floats. They always have the most spikeability. That's what we look for. BDR is now halted. Absolutely crazy. Congrats to anyone that got on this one, but I found a lot of risk on it and I just couldn't jump in on it myself. The fact that TOS was, you know, not something I was trusting, didn't really help my conviction behind trading anything. So I have yet to trade anything out of the gates. I'm just kind of sitting here on the sidelines watching what's going on. So we'll just kind of keep watching it for now and go from there. AESE had a pretty okay little bounce here off of 157. And yeah, volume was there. That's definitely true. Yeah, BDR is halted. It's going to open up again here at 950. I just did way too many time conversions in my head. It's confusing because my time in sales is in European time. And then I was like, wait, hold on. What's going on? So AB's having issues with TOS. Yeah, it looks like it's a bit of like, for some people it's working and for others it's not. It's kind of a bit of a riddle here. AESE, I'm going to keep a close eye on this one if we get back to 150s. AVCO just still selling off here. My alerts just never go off on TOS right now. 5 big tickers in a row. BDR is going to open up in basically a minute. Keep an eye on that. Big support here in the zone. Let's see what happens. Do a starter size on AVCO at 178, possibly a possible entry here. I would actually really like to see this kind of crack this zone at 176. BDR is about to open up. Boom, quick pullback on BDR. TOS is really slow when you change tickers. Nice bounce on AVCO around 170. So BDR opened up, had a quick pullback to the 160s, and then just absolutely ripped again, 30%, guys. This thing is on fire right now. Check out AL here, 330. Yeah, this is a really nice move so far on AL. Had a pretty solid red to green move. Good thing we sold on this one. Would have probably liked to buy back some of my position around 12, maybe 60 or so on my swing trades. But since TOS was frozen, I wasn't really looking at my swings the last 2 days. Nice work, Jay. Not a lot of small caps have volume today. It's really just BDR and then Nmtr and AESE with really the momentum behind them. Huge ripper BDR right now. This could be a bit of a short squeeze going on. Although it's none to borrow. So that's even worse than not available to borrow. And that's even worse than hard to borrow. So this thing shouldn't really be squeezing too much, at least on TD Ameritrade. Not sure about the other brokers. What happened on that, Jeff? Nice, Tim. Cleaning up. $3.8. Oof. I'd be a little bit nervous here for a false breakout. This is one of those setups where you can instantly be down 10%. That's funny, Urbano. Yeah, that's probably good perspective. Remoli BORX. Is it going good? AVCO was a perfect pop off of that 177 zone. I'm not even really sure why I didn't go for that one. A little bit unfortunate. Woo! Real nice, Urbano. BDR setting up a bit of a flag pattern here. A little bit of a longer one. Let's see what happens. Thanks, Emil. Let's keep chugging along. Let's see if we can get back in the green today. I'm down about 160 or 150 maybe today. Have yet to make any trades since the market opened. At first I was a little cautious with TUS. And then, I don't know, I just probably missed a few moves for no reason. BDR just looked like it totally froze. Really weird. Was BDR just halted? Very weird. BDR looks like it was halted here at 58, which is quite unusual. I'm not really sure why it was halted. There might be some news coming out with BDR. I'm not really sure what's going on with this one. Yep, news pending. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Dangerous. Man, this ticker was just not something I wanted to touch. Sometimes with these quick movers, I'll want to get a little bit more aggressive those first 15 minutes. But with TOS today, I didn't jump on it, which is kind of unfortunate. I really would have not wanted to trade BDR after the break of 275. I think that's when I would have stopped watching it, just for these exact reasons. Unfortunately, I didn't trade it in the beginning though, so. Walking away with small profits on BDRs for some pre-market trading, and then overall, I took a big loss on TLGT. Actually, I just took several small losses on TLGT. It really wasn't that bad of a situation, just had bigger position size. So, down a little bit today. Let me see if I can find the news here. BDR. BDR is up 340%. That's something to kind of keep in mind. Oh yeah. Oh, red flag. Form type 4, guys. That's a registration. Let's see here. Oh god. Looks like some warrants were exercised. Hold on. Let me go through their 10Q as well. In the future, we're going to do this on the same screen. That way we can all watch it, but actually, we could try it maybe. Next time. This is probably going to be a 10-minute hold, in all honesty, since it's news. Otherwise, it would be opening up pretty much right now. Okay, so yeah, definitely at least a 10-minute hold. We'll see what happens with this one. Still looking for the new news. So there was news that senior management bought shares today on Seeking Alpha. They came out with an article. I'm not totally sure the Holt news, to be honest. I'm still looking for that. Hopefully this doesn't slow down my screen too much here. So here's the NASDAQ Holts really quickly. BDR, reason code M. All right, AMAX. 950, that can't be right. This is actually a volatility trading pause, so there wasn't any news that a reason it was halted on. So maybe the volatility trading just kind of came up a little bit late, but I'm a little bit confused because actually, based on the timestamp, that's at 9:50, so that would have been here. So I think I'm reading just the wrong. I'm reading the wrong one, to be honest, because this was halted at 9:58. Yeah, and it resumed at 9:50. Yeah, okay, so that's not it. Lightspeed shows the hold reasoning is pending news. Yeah, okay, very cool. Thanks for that, Brian. Gotcha, Rory. I'm surprised that NASDAQ doesn't show BDR for the second hold, which is apparently on news. Here we go. Was updated. Wow, that hold was updated very late, as it's 10:08 right now, and it was just updated basically 10 minutes later. Okay, so yeah, NASDAQ now says hold pending news. I was so confused. I was like, why is NASDAQ not updating? That was a really late update. Did you guys see that? That was like 10 minutes after the news, the hold. So yeah, so it's pending news. It could be a buyout. I mean, it could be good news. You don't have directors buying the day before a bunch of news comes out. So let's see what happens. You have to wait till the stock gets unhalted. AVCO, guys, kind of picking back up here. It's probably one of the more interesting tickers to be watching, I gotta say. Just broke back above VWAP with pretty big volume. $27 million shares out, 27 million float, 135 million market cap. With the medical care facilities in the USA, with the collaboration with Cellex for coronavirus anti-rapid test kits, antibody test kits. So that's a pretty nice catalyst. Was kind of hoping AVCO would do something. It's nice to see this one back in action. Little bottom bounces here on AESE as well. Nothing too much. AESE and AVCO look so similar out of the gates. Possible entry on AVCO. There's no resumption time yet for BDR. Wow, look at that break of 2. Really clean here, AVCO. Nice to see some more action right around 10-12. I look on FinViz for float oftentimes. AESE is really similar setup here. But it looks like it's having a bit more resistance with 5 million float. I'm not crazy convinced about the whole AESE setup anyway, though. AVCO looks pretty healthy. I could use a coffee. AVCO back above $2. 202. This could be a solid breakout right here. Nmtr possible was going to be one of the leaked possible gappers today. 68 million float US biotech with insider buying going on. Kind of a nice little multi-day run it's had here. A lot of nice solid pullbacks, breakouts and pullbacks. Big support at 1.8. You know, I missed a lot of really obvious moves today, I gotta say. A little bit disappointing. Above big resistance, possible gap fill till 2, but that's quite ambitious. AVCO. watching AVCO. AVCO just pulled back 192. It's definitely a lot of possible entries on this one. Let's see how much more it pulls back. Had an entry here on AVCO. Small size. If I could squeeze out a little base hit on this one, I'd pretty much already be pretty happy about that. Closed out at 191, small trade. Just need to get kind of back on the wagon here a little bit after not trading since pre-market actually. So a little bit of a base hit. Nothing to run home about, like 20 bucks, 25 bucks, really nothing to run home about. Smaller size, pretty much my smaller size as it gets. So looking for, to start building upon that, get some momentum back in here, get my feet wet again. BDR still halted, huh? Nmtr was just pulling back. Yeah, nice little bounce off the 92. Was thinking there could be a nice little entry there on that one. KODK, let me check this one out. I'm so happy TOS is working again. Hopefully that means tomorrow it's also going to be working. Not a lot of volume, guys, on KODK. Not a lot of volume at all. Just keep that in mind. Not totally sure if this is something I'd want to be trading. TOS is the broker that we're using. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some more lemonade. So let's see, what I mean with KODK not having a lot of volume, I just mean relatively compared to the last bigger days. So yesterday we had a huge, yesterday wasn't even that much volume, but relatively in the last bunch of red days, definitely a bit more volume, but today's still really, really flatlined. Nothing really new with KODK. So again, I'm just not really super stoked about trading this one. I mean, this was a nice little spike in volume, but overall in the day, I'm kind of popping up because I guess this article that just came out. No, it didn't even just come out. So I don't know. Could be good. Could be good. Just because I'm not trading something doesn't mean it's not worth trading. It just means it doesn't really fit my style, my criterion. Slow day for me. Kind of a cool day with BDR and AVCO, but for me, just nothing really too crazy. Just kind of tiny moves. Usually the circuit breakers are 5 minutes long. If there's news pending or whatnot, they tend to be a bit longer, so you want to watch out. I've seen like a 3-hour long halt before where we did our recap video and it was still halted. So if a company has news pending, the halts could be pretty long. AVCO had that nice break back above 2. Very sweet. AESA doing pretty much the opposite at the moment, unless it maybe finds some support here and starts trending upwards as well. Love Ren, Cameron, JC. What does JC mean? Who did you look up when you started trading? Whew, that's a good question. Started trading back in like 2013. I actually found Tim Sykes from Wall Street Warriors. That actually got me interested in trading small caps a bit more, but that was a really long time ago. Just curious. Gotcha. AVCO, possible quick pullback here, looking for a possible entry around 2, maybe dip below 2. We'll see what happens. Possible entry here at 202. Bigger buyers there for sure. Just had a quick entry here at $2. 10:29 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Looking for this to break back above 202, 203. I'm gonna close this position here at 203. I was thinking we might have a bigger move back above 205, but I didn't want to risk it, so I took my profits there, 3 cents a share. Nothing too crazy, but I got out before the big flush, so it makes me feel kind of comfortable. Remember guys, base hits, especially when you're red on the day, and that's pretty much what we did there. With this kind of sell-off, you'd almost think that there was a catalyst out here, but it doesn't look like there's anything new. 943 was that last catalyst. Michael, I just read that. Nmtr. This one's constantly pretty interesting, especially right above $1, huh? I don't look at candlestick patterns. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I love trading quick pullbacks and dips, and focusing on price action is the main thing I focus on. To me, that candle was unjustified. I felt like it was oversold and we had big VWAP support right underneath. So I didn't really feel like it was necessarily the most risky position. AVCO, I'm not really crazy about entering here, but I do like the fact that the volume is tickering off on AVCO, so that's actually kind of nice. The red volume's kind of fading away. Yeah, there was a flush. That's a big reason I didn't really feel comfortable with trading here. I don't really like trading above VWAP on any second or third retest. To me, I'll only trade that first bounce on VWAP. After that, to me, it's too risky. This almost feels like some news came out. I mean, this sell-off is just really unwarranted here, 7%. I'm not really sure why it's flushing so hard. Usually we only see, well, that's not true. I mean, we see 10% flushes all the time, but does feel a little bit strong to where I would almost feel like there was a news pending or already out. I don't know. I won't touch it for now. I was right to take profits quickly on it, but base hits, guys. David, oh no. Anything I will do the nastiest flush ever. Don't worry, David, it's not just you. It happens to all of us. I've been stuck in some wicked, wicked flushes. I actually like this base around here at 185, to be honest. We've had some pretty sweet bounces off this zone, possible double bottom with a slight crack of the double bottom. But I feel like it's not really my setup. I usually avoid flushes like this because you don't know if there is going to be news or you don't know if there's going to be a halt. So I usually tend to avoid flushes on that kind of degree. Yeah. BDR has news pending, which means it's going to be halted for quite some time. I call you on that and raise you double flush. Ryan. That was a pretty wicked little move that we had there on AVCO, huh? AESE. God, AESE and AVCO are so similar. AESE with the 5 million float, lots of viewers on its streaming service, US entertainment company. I gotta say, I'm not crazy about their catalyst, but the fact that it has so much volume on the day and the fact that it's kind of sold off a little bit, it found some support around here at around 130. I don't know. I think it could have room to run till about maybe $2 or so. Maybe even a little tiny break of $2. So I think AESE could be kind of interesting. AVCO looks like it's going to pull back one more time. AVCO at 187. David. Also, sometimes, you know, we're just not in the flow. Like today, I haven't really totally been in the flow, especially pre-market. So I took today pretty slow, plus knowing that TOS was having issues, and I missed a ton of good moves today. And whenever I'm really red on the day, I like to only look for base hits, try to dig myself out as much as possible. Ooh, here we go. AESE is really starting to ramp up here. David, I'm sorry, man. You seem really down right now, man. I feel you. Sometimes it's like you take a trade and you're like, are you kidding me? That was the most ridiculous thing ever. Yeah, that's also really tough. When I was doing the 25K challenge, day trading it was extremely difficult being limited on trades with the cash account. I think most of my issues came from that. So when we switched to the unlimited account, it was like night and day. 138 here. Bigger buyers on the 180. Yeah, Michael, that's a good strategy. $90-day restriction. Oh, yeah. Gotta say, nice little bounce here on AESE. Constant buyers on the 180. Possible entry here at 79. It was a little bit slow there. I'm looking for AESE to have a little bit of a continuation above 1.9. Try to maybe reach 2. That's kind of my plan on AESE here. I probably would have closed out this one already for a base hit AESE. So yeah, a bit unfortunate I missed that one. I should have left my limit order there. AESE definitely has decent support around 175. Let's see how it holds here. Got it on my second screen for now. I'm gonna go back to AVCO. AVCO just had another dip here at 181. This could be a possible triple bottom on AVCO. Just absolutely insane. Almost a perfect triple bottom here. Watching AESE still at 175. AVCO possible triple bottom at 178, 177. Resumption time for BDR, it doesn't say yet. AESE, man, just like all over the place. A little bit wicked, I gotta say. Not sure why it's not letting me redo this alert here. AESE looking like it's going to try to do a little rocket here. I was way too conservative with AESE. Hopefully Michael got that one. According to his strategy, he just buys it when I don't buy it. And it ripped up 7% right after I was talking about entering around 175. Pulled back to 177, it looks like. A little bit unfortunate. That could have pulled me out of the dumpster. Watching AESE for possible pullback here, 185, 184. Just missed that entry. Again. It's always annoying when you miss the entries, huh? That's what happens when you're a little bit too conservative on those. Bit of a different play now, so I'm not entering it possibly. Maybe we'll get another bigger pull. AESE does look really, really healthy at this moment. I'm waiting for possibly a better entry. 185, 184. Anything closer to the high 170s would be quite nice. Oh. It's a very choppy candle, huh? 5 million float. $87 looks like it's getting chipped away here. Nice move. 3% candle. Congrats to anyone that got that. Nmtr has kind of been the silent killer today, huh? I wasn't looking at it mainly because it was under $1. 68 million flow. It's a bit of a slow mover because of that, but it has just constantly trending higher today. Really nice. Broke that pre-market high around 105. Insider buying on it as well. Today seems to be the insider buying day. That's right, dude. That's the buy alert. AESA is well on its way to $2. You. What a nice pullback it had. Man, I'm really lacking the confidence today a little bit, huh? It's really not my day. The ambulance sounds weird, but cool. It's definitely the distinctive European sound, huh? Quit being soft, Alex. Mr. Bite. Yeah, I'm definitely being a little bit soft today. I was actually being really aggressive pre-market. I'm not gonna lie, and that was why I dumped myself in a hole too early, and I've been digging myself out ever since. And then with the TOS issues, I didn't trade the first 15 minutes. Missed a lot of opportunities there, and now I feel like, you know, I'd be fighting for pennies right now, and it just like is not really my zone to be in. So it is what it is. I think I'm down like $100 or so. We'll check that out in a little bit, like in 10 minutes or so. Man, honestly, the US dollar, I really don't know. I hope it goes up a little bit because every month I transfer dollars into euros. It's been getting really bad lately with the exchange rate. AESE, here we go, a little bit of a pullback. Bit bigger crack with a 9-minute EMA, but there's such big buyers still on this one. Boom, instantly shot back up. Take care, Michael. Yeah, NMTR, this has been a pretty strong move on it. I'm kind of surprised. It's hard to say how high this one's going to go because, you know, we know there's huge resistance at around 2, but before then you typically hit bigger resistance around $0.50 and quarters. So it'll be interesting to see how far this one goes. Could be a bit of a late day kind of where it just kind of crawls up. It consolidates now after a nice run and then maybe has an afternoon rally as well. I'm not the biggest fan of trading the tickers right around $1. Nothing new though. You guys already knew that. AESE just had a wicked pullback. They had news come out at 53. This is old news, nothing new there. This pullback seems a little bit strong here. Let's kind of see what happens. Goes all the way back to VWAP. Would have been a pretty solid bounce there in that area. 2% already, quick. No, halts are usually 5 minutes, but this is a halt on news and they often are around an hour. I've seen a 3-hour long news halt. Could even halt all day. You just don't know. So far there's no news yet on when it will be unhalted. Man, if there's a halt that lasted for months, I'd be so upset. Halts can be good and bad. It really depends. I usually mostly day trade small caps, but I swing trade and invest in mostly large caps. So it really depends on my strategy. Man, I was really hoping we wouldn't end today in the red, but it looks like, you know, I'm going to be wrapping up here in a few minutes, and most likely we will have a red day today. So unfortunate. We were up quite a decent chunk pre-market, nothing too crazy. And then all of a sudden I was down like almost $200 pre-market. Took a lot of mistake small trades on TLGT with too big position size, and that burnt me pretty hard pre-market. Yeah, there's not a lot to say about that. I'll definitely be reviewing those trades later today in the recap video. A lot of people here today, guys. Don't forget to drop a like if you enjoy the content. Today's a little bit slower for me. I was really cautious with TOS, but hopefully you guys are still learning something here. So don't forget to drop a like if you are learning something, and subscribe if you're new. We come out with a recap video later today, and then every morning before the market opens, we start going live. We review the watch list around 9:15, and then we trade the market open. Give us a YOLO on something before you go. What does that mean? Yeah, super. I hope we get some opportunities for tomorrow. We probably will, though. I would imagine if TOS is back, there's going to be a lot of eager beavers out there, and we're going to be ready to go. Happy to hear, Eddie. Put 10,000 on a trade and YOLO it. No. Even though I would probably do that for fun, I don't like the discipline that I would lose. Right, I would become, I feel like, less disciplined if I started making jokes like that, because maybe a serious trade, all of a sudden, you know what, I'm just gonna make a joke out of it. No, I don't want to go down that road. I want to really have a legitimate reason behind every one of my trades. Ramoli. You'll get better. It's all about, adjusting your scanner and knowing what to look for. And then, practice. That's really all it is. Any swing trade ticker advice? We might have to look for some swings in a little bit here. It was up 30K down the red. Dang, those are some big swings, CS. Those are no jokes. He said beaver. Beavers are pretty funny little critters. What's the difference between a beaver and an otter? That's the real question. Yeah, Ryan, that's what I like to hear, man. See you then. Looking forward to it. CVAC. Dissy is the only thing that matters, isn't that right, Dissy? CVAC, man, this is actually just about exactly what we were talking about, picking up some CVAC around 63, even in the crack of the 60s. That was going to be my play on it. So actually, this might be something I might be interested in trading here. Had that nice long dip after this. This is what I was expecting. This is what I was hoping, actually. I would probably let this pull back one more time and start accumulating around 55. I think that's probably my play on it, so I'm going to keep an eye on that one. Actually, talking about that, let's go ahead and add that to our swings. CV. Yeah, really, really nice. Let's go here to the 4-hour. Sono, man, I really miss Sono right in this area. I'm waiting for a crack of 13, and then I would like to pick up some more Sonos around 12.5. That would really make me a happy camper. So let's hope for the best on that one. Let me actually go to my challenge account here. I think I'm in a trade with RKT right now. Really small position size, unfortunately. I wanted to have bigger size on this one, but I never got to average down on it. This is a tiny position size. We're talking like 600 bucks. So we're up like 10% on this one. So unfortunate that I didn't go in full size on this. So let me actually just close out here. And I'll probably close out this whole trade anyway. Let me just take 30 shares here. Good till cancel. 63 would be a fine spot to close out if we had the opportunity. So we'll close out of this one. We're not sure yet on the hold. All right, so we just closed out of our RKT position. Small trade there. Again, this This one kind of bums me out a little bit. We had almost a perfect entry on this one. The problem was I was waiting for a secondary move in this area, and I wanted to fill up around 1850, the low 18s, maybe in the crack of 17s. So I was a little bit too conservative, was waiting for a bit of a bigger pull, and then my goal was to kind of sell in the pop of the 20s. And then I totally forgot to put a sell order here, so I missed that. And now I'm just going to take advantage of it in this area. So I got to say, the way I traded RKT, I mean, in the end, it's nice, but I really, really dropped the ball right here so hard. I should have at least went in with like a half a position size. I literally went in with like a fourth of a position size. So I just kind of feel like I missed this trade, but whatever. It is what it is. I'll review this one a little bit more and then maybe talk about some potential trades on it. Yeah, Bren, I think you're absolutely right. I could see RKT getting back above 23, and I could see it even testing 23. But for now, I'm gonna look to buy RKT back again in the future. But yeah, 10% for a swing trade, I'm usually pretty happy about. I feel like I kind of butchered this one, which is a little bit annoying. Okay, let's go back here. So we talked about Sonos, we talked about no, we did not talk about American Airlines. So American Airlines, this was we got out just in time before the big pullback, but I did not re-enter on the big pullback, and I actually wanted to enter around 12.5. So again, boom, missed the trade I wanted. The fact that TOS was closed for 2 days really threw me off my game, like a lot. It was like 2 days of me not checking kind of like all the different tickers I usually look at, and it didn't feel right. I don't want to blame it on TOS because I could have checked it out on different platforms, but it definitely put me out of my groove a little bit. AMZN, Amazon, I just keep missing this ticker. I had a really beautiful flat top breakout here. I gotta say, this is pretty nice at like 1260. It even had just about a perfect pullback and retest. This is like a really technical, the way it's trading AMZN. Really, really nice. No trade on it for me. I don't know. SPCE, like I said, actually no, that was Sonos. What I'm looking for with SPCE is something into the 15s or high 16s or mid 16s. High 15s. Sorry, I switched that around. So right now the EMA is still pushing this one down. I would like to see that crack of 17, and then I would like to start accumulating on SPCE. This has always been a big support zone of it. So again, anything below 17, I'd probably be jumping on for a swing trade. No question about it. Unless like some horrible news came out. Tesla, like I said, I miss this one all the time. I'm always too conservative on this one. I'm always waiting for a bigger pullback, and it just tends to never happen. This is just absolutely insane how Tesla's been trading. Intel, I've been waiting for this one to go into the 45s. Looks like we're going to start that trend back to the 45. So I would like to do a bit of a bottom bounce around 45. Let's see if we can get that. AMD, no trade, but probably a retest of the 180-day moving average. I would probably be jumping on. That'd be around like 70. So I'll put an alert here, even though the alerts are a little bit hard to recognize when they go off on this account. Thanks, Gab. You heard the man, guys. AAPL, I feel the same way with AAPL, the same way I feel about Amazon and Tesla. If there's ever a giant pullback on AAPL, I feel like the best thing to do is just buy it. And if it goes lower, just buy more. And if it goes lower, just buy more. So Apple, Amazon, and Tesla, that's kind of my way I'm going to play those in the future. NKLA, I'm kicking myself so hard about this one. I missed the perfect pull off of 30. We called this move out like my life depended on it. I just didn't execute. I didn't act on it. Honestly, watching NKLA is a little depressing, I gotta say. Man, I'm already ready for tomorrow. Today was just like a giant day of misses, and I'm ending in the red for I feel like no reason. But the reason is I got too aggressive pre-market. I always say don't get too aggressive. Don't use too big size pre-market. You don't want to start yourself in a big hole. And I feel like that's kind of what I did today. So shame on me. in the end, you can't blame anyone except yourself. So yeah, shame on me for being too aggressive pre-market. Let's see, ADT here. With the Google acquisition, I gotta say this one's quite interesting, and I do really like the kind of idea with this one. I was looking for a possible crack of 11, and then buying into the 1050s. Looks like we're not going to get that, but that was kind of my play with ADT. So maybe I might actually have to try to buy ADT. Let's go here to the 15-minute on a pullback. So could be an interesting move around 11.4, so 11.5. This was a pretty nice bounce. I feel like I kind of missed it. Why did I not have my limit order there? Low sell volume. Yeah, I don't really see this company disappearing anytime soon. So overall, it does look kind of interesting. Big support here. So yeah, I would probably give this one a bit of a jab. I think if we broke a 1050, then I would probably have to close this one for a loss. But for now, I see that this one has that potential around 1155 or so. It could be a nice little buy. I guess I could do a little starter position. We're at 1157. Might be a little bit too conservative. We'll see how it goes. RKT, we just closed this one out at what, 163 or so. So had a nice little break here. VWAP, pretty sweet. Good to see that. RKT has really a low amount of volume, guys. Just kind of keep that in mind. That's kind of a bit of a red flag here. Coming up to bigger resistance, very low volume overall. So interest might not be as high as we think here. RCL. Ooh, look at AESE back in the game. Royal Caribbean finding some resistance around 64, 65. Carnival Cruise Line. Actually, it's in this kind of zone. I would have wanted to pick some up around 14. Why did I close that limit order? Oh my lord. Yeah, I'm really tripping over myself. I seem to be my own biggest problem at the moment. Non-compliance from New York Stock Exchange. Did they open back up? Doesn't look like it. Coronavirus incubators. For sure. I couldn't agree more. These are not long-term investments. These are swing trades. Again, 4.5 is where I was actually looking to buy. Yep, Iran's 5%. Man, why did I miss that? We called this one out like weeks ago. Oh well, it is what it is. Sometimes you miss trades. You can't really get too upset about it. It is what it is. So this is our challenge account. We've been kind of building it up nicely from 4,000 to 7,500 now. So this one's slow. We've had over 200 and something trades on this one. So a lot of trades, but we've doubled the account, or almost doubled the account. So really good fun there. Let's kind of go back to the unlimited account here really quickly. Go to the small account stocks. We got AESE looking kind of interesting. Swing lemonade. Interesting. What's the ticker for lemonade? LMND. I'll definitely have to take a look at it. Thanks for that call. I think AESE might be actually one of the most interesting small caps in play right now. We have KIRK. The fact that it was a multi-day runner usually makes me a little bit nervous. Also not in the price range that I'm looking at. So AESE, based on my criteria, is possibly the nicest ticker we have right now. Hitting that too. I might try one trade on this one, see if we can get that break of 2. Put a limit order at 189 for now. Leveraging AI big time. Yeah, Bren, thanks for that call. I definitely need to check it out, LMND. Adnan, there's news pending on it. So it's halted for now. Break of 2 here. Can we see it? Yeah, I think I missed this one. A little bit unfortunate. Nmtr. I don't really like the price on this one too much. I really don't like stuff around $1. But you know, right now it's on the backside of a nice, really long rally. We'll see how it holds its highs, and then maybe it's going to be an afternoon trade. Yeah, I feel you, Bren. I totally feel you on that. Oh, you know what? I actually have a limit order on LMND. Forgot about this. So this one was the recent IPO. Started from around 50, hit almost 100, now pulling back, getting close to 50. Bounced off of this kind of $55 zone, which is an area that I love trading. So was keeping a close eye on this one. Adtx. This was a former runner. Looks like we traded it back in this zone. Ooh, hold on one second. AESE pulling back right around 92. Kind of a lot of big amount of sell orders there. Still no new catalyst. not sure why I would be looking at Adtx. I'm not sure where the volume is on this one. 43. I'd be a little nervous here. It looks like it's going to crack maybe it cracked 440. I would really be careful to crack 330. I mean 430. No catalyst. I don't know. I just see this one kind of selling off here. I don't really see a reason why I would be trading Adtx. We traded it when it had decent volume. Other than that, I'm not really trading these when there's no volume. Yeah. So it looks like they had a coronavirus test, antibody test. They had a nice crack here from the 7 zone, which was the former high. So this is a recent IPO. This thing could, as long as it finds somewhat of a bottom here, this thing could really start reversing if it starts pumping out new news. I don't think Adtx is dead. This is actually kind of interesting. Maybe worth the play at one point. I don't know much about the company, but if the company is sound, could be worth some accumulation for another spike. AESE had lots of new viewers on their streaming service. It's a US entertainment company with 5 million float, so it has that spike ability behind it. My risk reward is usually 1 to 1.5. Although in the beginning of this month, I was getting away with like 1 to 2 risk reward. It was really, really good, according to Trade Journal. Ooh, AESE, just a strong little sell-off here. It's a bit of a weird one how this trades. Yeah, it really did a VCO. I'm not really sure. Just didn't really amount to much, huh? Had a really nice little bottom bounce here on the triple bottom that we were talking about. 5% move. It is kind of holding this area though. Yeah, $2 was a big resistance zone, so that's the area that we just weren't really able to break through. We tried pre-market. We had a bit of a this was really the biggest attempt. Here was a fake out. Here was a possible actually this was a pretty legit breakout with a nice pullback, but the pullback didn't hold. Then we had another fake out, and then kind of a similar situation here where we actually had a nice breakout, but the pullback didn't hold. So those are several big resistance around big time support and resistance around $2. So that's why AVCO is now testing the lows. Yeah, A-Bay, I agree with that. AESE making nice moves here. possible small size on 195. I really want to see that crack of 2. Just had that entry on AESE at 195, smaller position size. Again, we have big resistance here at 2. This was kind of my goal on this one for quite some time. I'm going to take some profit off the table. Oop, I just sold way too much. Breaking 2 now. Maybe we'll do a rebuy on this one. I sold at 199, I think. 198, just kidding. There we go. Ah, there we go. This could be the break of 2. Got out of it. That was a bit unfortunate. Oh well. There we go. 204. That was exactly what I wanted. Man, I was so sloppy today. Today was probably one of my worst trading days in probably of the month, I feel like. Whatever. I'll probably wrap it up here, honestly, before I do something else that's silly. Walking away today with, you know, negative 60 bucks, so not really the worst. We were able to dig out of the hole a little bit. I gave back a lot of profits on TLGT. I had a really, really nice trade on this one. And I was up like 80 bucks or so, I forgot, somewhere close to 100, and then I kind of gave it all back, and then some, closed 179 with TLGT. AESE kind of forming a little bit of power again. Ah man, why did I just sell that one? That was a little bit unfortunate. Not super crazy about trading near the big time resistance. So that was probably a big reason why I decided to close out on TL AESE. These are never my favorite zones to be trading in, but I should have gave it a little bit longer. Yeah, no biggie. That's right, Dex. Look at CVAC, guys, at 58. That could be an interesting swing. We'll definitely be looking at it. So in the recap today, I'll probably be focusing on swing trades a little bit more. You know, we didn't do too many trades today. Well, actually, maybe an okay amount. A lot of scratches with TLGT today. Just a ridiculous amount of scratches. I think that's really where most of my trading happened today. So this is kind of the important part. Everything that you guys saw starting around. God, wow, we really traded. Our first trade today after the market opened was at 10:18. That's so late. So crazy stuff on that. Thanks for everyone for dropping a like, and you know, it means a lot. It means you guys are enjoying the community. If you learned something today, don't forget to drop that like, and if you guys are enjoying yourself, that's a good reason to do it as well. If you want to come here next time, don't forget to subscribe, guys. Join the community. It's growing, and it's just insanely helpful. It gets better and better. I couldn't be more proud of what we kind of created here. Keep in mind, we come out with a recap video every day as well. So I think today I'm going to be talking about the swing trades a little bit more. I think recapping the trades isn't as necessary. I'll recap them regardless because I always do that, but I really want to be focusing on some of these swings a little bit more. RKT, LMND, CVAC. There's a lot of interesting activity going on. I think AESE could still be scalped, maybe to like 210 or so, but I'd be a little bit nervous in those ranges for a flush. So that's just as it keeps going up, it gets a little bit more and more risky. So I don't know, you'll have to figure out how you want to manage your risk on that one. I managed it by taking smaller size. Rainy days, everything feels slow-mo. I love rainy days. Hey, Pay, don't make me spend the next 4.5 hours alone. It's good. You'll have some focus time. AESE, guys, I gotta say, is looking kind of interesting. Every time it pulls back is pretty much just a buy indicator until it's not. I have no idea when BDR is going to be unhalted. That's definitely another one that we're going to be talking about in the recap video. All right, guys, I got to fly. It was great fun trading with everyone today. I will see you guys in the recap, and I will see you guys first thing tomorrow morning. Like always, stay safe, make some awesome trades. Don't do anything silly. Try to stay green. Yeah, let's wrap it up there, guys. Ciao, ciao. Just leave the chat up. There is a Discord chat. It's not super active, but sometimes we have some good chats in there. Check out the video description below, guys, /connect, and then you can see the Discord link in there. We can get it active. There's no reason we don't start talking a little bit more there. It would be good fun. Toodles.